This is the Tevlaphee steering wheel lock anti-thief deterrent. It comes with 3 keys, and it's kind of like the club. You know, you put it on your steering wheel. Obviously, it hooks in on each side. This extends so that way it'll fit, and it's locked in. And then that way it prevents, this thing is so much larger than you can see. What it basically does is it prevents the steering wheel, even if they were to break the steering wheel lock, they still wouldn't be able to drive away technically unless they got this thing off, because they wouldn't be able to turn the wheel, because this thing would just literally hit, you know, it would hit the windshield or the top of the car, and there's no way they could drive. Now, the effectiveness of it, I mean, I'm not a locksmith or anything. I haven't seen any reviews of people drilling these or anything, but I mean, in my opinion, car thieves want something that they can just jump in, and get on their way with. I feel like if they see this big old clunky unit on there, you know, hopefully that's going to be enough for them to be like, ugh, I don't want to go through the trouble of having to get that friggin' thing off, and they'll move on. Hopefully, you know, that's why I got this, because, you know, it is effective, but it's also very large and in charge and very visible. And I feel like visibility is a key factor in having a theft deterrent. So, like I said, I mean, in this thing, it's metal, but it's got like a rubberish cover on it, so it's not like it's like, you know, it's not metal, but you do have to be careful when you are removing it, because I got it hooked on one of my steering wheel and I was pulling it off, and this end hit my windshield, and I hit it pretty hard, and luckily it didn't crack it or anything. But I mean, I feel like if you hit it hard enough, you could definitely smash your windshield, so be careful. But other than that, you know, like I said, I feel like it's doing its job. It works well. You know, it's easy to use. You can just put it on, take it off, put it in your trunk, throw it in your passenger seat, whatever, back seat, good to go. So I definitely think it's worth its money, definitely worth a shot. So, all right, Joe, cheers.
Purchased 3 of these, actually. Got them for the whole family. And they're legit. Like, one of my friends has a lot of family in Detroit, and they were saying that this is what they use in Detroit. So went ahead and purchased them, and it's super easy. It's basically like, you just kind of put it on both sides of your steering wheel, and then you pull them out so that they lock. And then this is the key, right? And that takes it out. Mind you, I'm not super coordinated, you know, hence the like voodoo doll to keep me safe. But I'm basically, even though I'm not very coordinated, unlocking it with one hand. I like things to be super obvious, especially to criminals, because I feel like, you know, they're not really looking for an excuse necessarily not to break into your car. And so what I did was get really bright yellow ones for us. But as you can see, you just kind of stick it in there on the sides, and then do this here. And that's it. You're pretty much done. And then you turn the key to lock it, right? You can tell it's locked when this horizontal lock is parallel to this horizontal bar, right? And like I say, I just want it to be super obvious that it's locked. So I stick that yellow bar part up, and almost set.
Hello, my name is Terry, and my username on Amazon is Miss T Lynn C. And I am back from the hot state of Texas to do another review on the Tevlaphee steering wheel lock, which is an anti-theft device for vehicles or anything with a wheel that you do not want thieves to steal. Now, this is Walter. This is my 2001 F-250 Super Duty V10. Yes, it has 2 extra pistons. It is a beast, and it drinks gas like it's Kool-Aid. It be tripping. But anyway, Men give me such a hard time when they see me jump out of this monstrosity of a truck. They're like, woman, what you doing in that big old truck? You can't handle that thing. You might as well sell it to me. All you want to do is go mudding and playing in it. I'm like, get out of here, guys. I'm not going to tow my trailer with my platinum. So anywho, for all you truck enthusiasts that love trucks and you know about them, he just hit 175,000 miles. So this truck is not even close to being broken in. So let's get on inside and let's see this monstrosity of a steering wheel lock that goes with this monstrosity of a truck. Look at that beast. So if I'm a thief and I'm looking in the window before I decide to either break that window or try to slim jam that lock, I'm gonna keep it moving. This is intimidating, even for thieves. Just put the key in, turn it to the right, it's gonna collapse, break down. So if I'm a thief and I look in and I see this, I'm just gonna keep it moving right on to the next vehicle that is not protected. Pull it up, and I'm gonna pause it so I can lock it. After I remove the key, when I lock it, I like to pull it one last good click so that I know it's nice and snug. And that's all she wrote. $35.99. They come in red, black, and yellow. 3 keys for each one. Under $40 after tax. I've got mine. Now get your own. Bye.
Hi guys! So I had to get a wheel lock for the job I do, because when I take my doors off, my vehicle isn't considered secured. So I had to go and buy one, and I shipped it overnight because of how much I needed it for the job. It came in 2 separate parts. To put it together, you just literally just line these 2 areas up. It came with 3 keys. I have one on my key ring and then the other 2. To size it, you just turn it and then turn it upward depending on how you have it set up. I'm going to size it all the way down. And then here I'm going to line it up at the very corner of my steering wheel. And then I'm going to turn the key, stretch it up till it seems tight. And I'm gonna lock it, because then you can't like move it, you can't take it out, you can't like adjust it, anything like that. And it's on. Same thing when you have to take it off, you just put the key in, you line up your prongs with the lock, turn it, shrink it, lock it, take it out, and you're done. But it works pretty well. And yeah.